Today's podcast is brought to you by Audible. Get a free audiobook download and 30-day free trial at www.audibletrial.com/thenerdcore. Over 180,000 titles to choose from for your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player.
Hello, nerds. You're listening to an episode on the Nerdcore podcast feed. If you're feeling generous, please consider pledging to a tier on our Patreon at patreon.com/thenerdcore. We have tiers as low as $1 per month. Thanks so much, and enjoy the episode.
Hey everyone, before we can get into today's episode, I need to talk to you all about Anchor. Anchor is the easiest way to make a podcast and is the platform I've been using for over 2 years. Anchor is easy because it's free, includes creation tools on your tablet or phone from the get-go, rewards creators with sponsorships with no minimum listenership, and best of all, they distribute your podcast to places like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, and many more. So if you want to make a podcast, you should download the Anchor app or visit anchor.fm. Now let's get into today's episode. Hello, you're listening to an episode on the Nerdcore podcast feed. We hope you can visit our page at Patreon at www.patreon.com/nerdcore. They have tiers that start as low as $1, and we hope you can consider pledging to one of those tiers. Enjoy the episode. Welcome back. You're listening to the Nerdy Chicano show, the only show hosted by two landlubbers themselves. This time the landlubber is here because he's back, you know. He was busy last week. I hope he did great on his nursing exam. As always, this is your host, the Nerdy Chicano himself, landlubber number 1. And I also have with me my co-host, the landlubber himself too. Brad, not Brad. God, no. Yeah. Brad is not a landlubber.
Oh yeah. Landlubber number 3?
No. Luis, say hello.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Oh my God! Yeah, no, I'm over here giving Brad an ego. No, Brad's here to guest. First time ever on this show.
I think I can finally dance.
Shut up, Brad. Shut up. First time Brad's ever on this show. Brad, why the fuck are you on the show?
I don't know, because you were like, "Hey, Brad, you're here now," you know, and I was like, "Sure, I can do that."
Don't worry, we'll make you an honorary Latino.
Yeah.
For this episode, at least.
Thank you, Luis. Thank you.
Yeah. So you're in your Latino green card.
Sweet, yeah. But I gotta change my tagline now on the edits.
Yeah, and you gotta be like El Brad. It's
El Brad.
Yeah. Your name's not Brad anymore. Your name's Rigoberto. And
Rigoberto. Oh, I like that, dude.
Yeah, your name's Rigoberto now. I don't know how you feel about that, Brad, but I guess you're one of us now. But
you finally got drafted.
Yeah. So, Brad, I mean, either way, you eat as much Mexican food as anybody I know. So,
yeah, I mean, we go to this one restaurant by us at least once a week, twice a week, maybe 3. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh my God, we were just doing an episode on the mini pod, but we're here for the episode of the Nerd Chicano show. We're gonna talk about a lot of things. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I didn't schedule anything that would be of importance because Netflix lied to us. They said they were gonna have Batman Ninja on Netflix, and it's not there. So we can't review Batman Ninja. But we're gonna talk about something important to Luis and I. We're gonna talk about Day of the Dead, and we're gonna talk about Coco. So just giving y'all something straight out of my ass. But Luis,
I don't want it.
No, Brad, how excited are you to be on this show?
This is fun. This is new.
Yeah,
I got a new nickname too, so you know, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Plus, I love this movie. So
yeah, you're finally gonna get to experience what was originally gonna be the podcast itself. Like Nerdcore was supposed to feel like this, so it's gonna be something way different from what I have going on the other podcast.
I'm down for it. I'm down. Let's do this shit.
Yeah. Luis, how did it go with your exams?
Well, I passed them. I got CPR certified. What else? I turned in my application, got a letter of recommendation. I finished everything, and I turned it in yesterday. So now I gotta wait for them to say you're in or you're out. But hopefully right, it's you're in. So I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting on that, to be honest, right now.
All right, all right.
It's gonna be a scary next 2 to 3 weeks ish, because hopefully by then I'll get a response. And if I do get a response, gotta go to the orientation stuff, and then dude, my life's gonna change and shit. Like a different life now.
Different.
I'm excited.
We're excited for you, bro. We're excited for you. I told you could do it. Now we just gotta wait for those results. But you're gonna be the type of people that help out Brad, right? Because I'm pretty. Brad falls down the stairs a lot and he breaks his hip. And
I really do.
I'll take care of him when he goes to the nursing home.
Yeah, thank you.
I got you.
That's a running joke. Is I get drunk and I fall downstairs. It just happens.
It was Luis's birthday last week too, so happy birthday to Luis.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah. 22 years old. 22 years of being a land lover. Straight out of the womb.
22 years of just fucking killing it, bro. That's it. That's all I gotta say about my own life.
Yeah.
I know it's a little bit egotistic, but I feed off of my own ego. I don't know. That's the way I survive.
Yeah, Brad, we have a Logan. We have a slogan here that we have to go through every time we have some. Well, not all guests, but you know what? I like to say it, Brad. Our slogan here is it's 22. It's 2018, ladies. Treat your man right, or another man will.
Yes, sir. That's true. Hey, that's true. That's fucking true. I love that.
Yeah, and I think Brad has that down because apparently I'm Brad's second wife.
Yeah, pretty much. I think I spend more time with you than I do with my actual wife.
Oh man,
it's okay.
Yeah,
more love to you.
Hey, wait, just more cushion for the pushing, bro.
Whoa now, Ro. Whoa now. You haven't even taken me out, so.
Whatever. But you know what? Yeah, guys, it's 2018, ladies. Treat your man right, or another man will. And that's me.
I'm gonna need more than one drink for that.
And that's me with Brent. That's me with Brad right now. I guess Brenda ain't treating him right, so I had to treat him well. Treat him right too. So, we're gonna talk about Day of the Dead. Because it's literally going on right now. When you get to listen to it, the celebrations will be over. I know Brad doesn't know jack shit about it, so.
Hey, I know little things about it. I do live in Arizona.
Okay, Brad. Well, okay. How about you tell us, fancy us? What do you know about the Day of the Dead, Brad?
I know it is a legit party.
It's not a party, man. It's a celebration.
That's a party. There's a party in Tucson.
All right, my boy. This ain't no party. This is a fucking tradition in Mexican culture. It's very important to us. It is our way to talk with our ancestors and connect with them through the spiritual world. It's very important. I started doing it more often. My family started doing it more often when my grandfather died, and they did the ofrenda for him and everything. And it's just our way to connect with our ancestors. Luis, what do you think? What does the Day of the Dead mean to you?
In terms of me and my family, what we do is the same thing like you said. Put up an altar. We usually go to church that November 1st. We'll go because I think if I'm not mistaken, I think November 1st is for adults. Yeah. And is it October 31st or October the 2nd, which for the children? It's one of those two.
October 31st for the kids, November 1st for the adults, and then November 2nd is when it ends.
Yeah. So on November 1st is usually when we celebrate because most of the people that have passed away are adults. So we'll go to church. Yesterday I couldn't make it to church because I was getting that CPR certification thing. But my parents went to church. They put up an altar. They pray for the dead and I guess like give whatever they loved in terms of food or like a certain clothing or a certain object, and they'll put it in the altar, and it'll be like I guess like a significance of like this attachment, and like you're offering them stuff that they used to love in our world,
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's a beautiful tradition with a lot of culture, and although not a lot of people are religious or anything like that. Like, it's okay. It's still fun to celebrate, and it's a good tradition that I think should be kept. It's something old school and Mexican as fuck.
Yeah, it's one of the many things that we have left in our culture that connects to our indigenous side. It's a
Mm-hmm.
very indigenous holiday, and
Yes,
I love it. I mean, the pan de muerto, the sugar skulls, oh, ooh, so good, so good, and it's just celebrating the dead because they're this is it's said that this is a time when they come into our world and they start to be in our environment, and I don't speak for everybody, but I do believe this is real because on the Day of the Dead, when I had dogs, those dogs were barking like crazy.
mm,
Yeah, and the alebrijes being these spiritual animals and stuff like that. I don't know, man. I'm telling you, I think that this is real. I think the dead cross over to our world on Day of the Dead, and I mean, my evidence is that these fucking dogs were barking like crazy.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's like this element of like there's your physical body and then there's your spiritual body, and then our spiritual body just I guess goes elsewhere to a thing that we can't fathom or imagine, but it's real. Like for me, at least for me and a lot of the Hispanic community, it's real.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of you'd say there's a lot of evidence, but some people would
Yeah.
say no, but traditions are cool too.
Yeah, it's all about traditions, about our culture and how beautiful it is. I mean, you look at all the way the people dress up for the Catrinas and stuff like that. It's very very beautiful, the face paint, and it's just beautiful to see our people celebrating our culture. And Brad, I know I know you don't see the dead all that much. You do anything for to celebrate the dead, or do you just like that's way too scary for me?
Man, coming from our culture, once we stick them in the ground, you have the funeral service, you have everything after, and generally we don't do much after that.
You just keep the ashes right now on like a shelf or something.
My grandfather used to keep my grandmother's ashes in
God.
a closet
Oh
in Canada, and she was there. I don't know if she's still there because he passed away, but I really hope she's not because she had been there. Last time I checked, I was like 15, but she had died when I was 5, so she was in that closet for like 10 years at least.
Oh my God, no! My grandfather's ashes are like on a table in the living room with the cross on top, and the picture of him, and there's this like this beautiful decorations on it and stuff like that.
But what's funny is my dog's ashes, the one before Daryl.
What?
He is in my parents' house on a table.
What the fuck? Oh my God! All right, yeah. So I'm guessing that dog was really important to y'all.
Yeah, he was a really good dog.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my God. Well, one reason why the Day of the Dead is more famous now than ever was because of Coco. Coco really gave the outlook of this beautiful tradition into to the general public. It's a movie that we all love, and to me, it's my favorite Disney animated movie. It's very beautiful. It makes me cry every single time, especially the last part. And I've watched that movie like 5 times already. So it's very it put it out there for y'all so you can get to know something that we hold so dear to our hearts. And Luis, what did you think about Coco the first time we watched it?
I thought it was fairly accurate to what I guess us as. I'm sorry, can you hear me well? I'm inside the actual car wash already. Okay.
Yeah, just get the mic closer to your face.
Which one is the mic? Is this one the mic?
The little thing that has the plus and the minus sign? That thing? Get a little closer to your face.
Okay, yeah, like I was saying, I thought it was fairly accurate to, I guess, like how it is in a Mexican, like, culture. Like, there is that sense of, like, this abuelita, this, like, father, like the sense of community and family, which I feel like relates a lot to the Latino community. So when that came out, I thought it was, like, pretty accurate. And plus, like, the character, like, the main character, what is it, Miguel or Manuel? Miguel, right? Miguel looks a lot like Patrick. I don't know why. Like my little brother. But but he looks a lot like my little brother. Like he's like skinny, he's got a big head, a lot of hair, stuff like that. Like Latino as hell, you know. So I love this movie actually. Like it's probably my favorite Disney movie. Before that, I think it was like Lion King, but yeah, definitely Coco is probably my favorite. Disney produced that film.
Yeah, Brad, what did you think about Coco the first time you watched it?
I thought it was just very vibrant, different. Definitely went into the culture, in detail, like a lot of detail, and I thought it was a great movie. I thought it was a great story overall. It's got to be up there in my top. Mm-hmm. It's probably my second favorite. Great Mouse Detective is just that's the one I always go to. Yeah. But Coco is, the close second. It's probably tied for one.
Yeah.
It's just that good of a movie.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It was about time we got represented. It was so long since we've had a damn movie that represented us correctly, and it was this one. It represented that beautiful tradition that we have in our community, and it stressed something that is very prominent in our community, is that family is really everything. And, you do all you can for family, and you saw it with Miguel's family, and especially his ancestors connecting to them, and it really opened the door to be represented more. And I hope that we get more beautiful stories like this, because Coco does it perfectly.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they can one up this, because this was a Pixar movie, right?
Pixar, yeah, Disney Pixar.
Yeah, I don't think Pixar is ever gonna. I think this is the bar they set.
Oh yeah, I really do think this is the bar they set. Some people might disagree with me. They still put like Toy Story up there, but I'm like, nah.
No, not even on an emotional level, because even though it represents the Latin community, everybody remembers their grandmother and loves their grandmother. My God, so everyone can relate to it.
Yeah. And I'm not gonna lie, the whole second death thing, that kind of was like anxiety inducing, man. I'm like, wow, like shit's fucking really deep, man.
It goes to a whole nother level than other Pixar movies, even Toy Story.
Oh, 100%. Luis,
what's up?
I heard the kids screaming in the background, man.
Fucking annoying, dude. No, but they already left.
I was about to say, ask him about Coco.
Yeah, I was gonna say, hey, you want to ask him about Coco?
No, here's the thing. Like, I have this on speaker, so like really loud, so everyone can fucking hear me. But it's okay. I never get embarrassed in public, so that's cool.
All right,
it's
cool.
like nobody's giving me shit right now.
All right, you know what you need to do? I think you need to talk. You should probably go up to whoever's like doing your car wash and you tell them, hola señor, yo hago un trabajo, yo hago un show en el radio. ¿Me puedes decir algo de que por qué le gusta ser mexicano?
or go to the pretty girl and just let me go. How you doing?
Yeah, you doing, baby?
How you doing? Yeah, no, just.
Nah, I've started that one. It doesn't work.
If only this was the live show, man. If only this was a live show.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna be that brave.
No, don't be that brave.
Not a car wash.
Not a car wash. And I'm pretty sure I know which car wash you're at. The Salmo's one?
No, I'm at the one in front of my work, actually. Like right in front of my work.
Oh, okay,
It's on Paredes, but it's pretty cool. Like,
the one where your barber's at?
Because there's like, what's that?
Is it the one your barber's at?
There we go, that one.
Oh, that one's a really sick car wash. You know what? Yeah, I need you to go up there and be like, hey, you guys want to talk about?
It's only like $25. Like, I'd do it myself, but
yeah,
I really don't have any time. Like, because I got this. This is my break right now before I go into work. And then I gotta go, close the clinic and shit. So I don't really have time.
Yeah.
But anyways,
that's fine.
But yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. Continuing on, we're just for a little bit more because we're just gonna do it for like 20 minutes and stuff. That's usually the quota for me. 20 minutes is as much as we can hit. But yeah, this is a very beautiful holiday, beautiful time for us to remember our past loved ones, and I'm glad that a movie finally was able to capture that. To me, it's perfect. It's a 10. It's a 10 out of 10 to me. I don't know what Brad gives it.
Brad gives it a 10 out of 10.
Okay, Brad gives it a 10. What about Luis?
Pixar movie, 10 out of 10. Probably.
Yeah. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful soundtrack. I kept it, I kept it. What's it called? Non-spoiler for you guys, so that way you guys wouldn't get spoiled. But it's on Netflix if you guys want to watch it. And just as always, just always remember your loved ones. And I think the movie to me was more about remembering our ancestors and being connected to our culture. And I'm glad we finally got that for us. Plus, it was an all Latino cast, so even more important to me. So I'm just to mi gente, just keep on celebrating this wonderful tradition we have because it's truly beautiful. It is truly beautiful. Brad, what can I ask you, Brad? What? I don't need you to celebrate Day of the Dead. Not that. That's.
Can I just say I do have a sugar skull ornament I got in Sedona.
Really?
For my Christmas tree? Yeah, it's like my favorite ornament.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Just don't do the face paint and shit,
No, I don't do that shit.
Hey, he's an honorary Latino, dude. He can do whatever he wants.
I will keep eating the food, though.
On this show, he's called Rigoberto. So, Rigoberto, thank you for being on the show. It's a pleasure to have you on short notice.
Yeah, I'm glad I could finally get on. I mean, you've been doing this for 18 episodes now, and I haven't made an appearance.
Yeah, Brad.
No,
Brad.
I like this. We'll give Brad the honorary Latino card.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, yeah, he can say all those Latino, slangs and shit.
Yeah. You just can't say one particular word. At least with me.
I know the one.
Okay, you better fucking know which one.
Fuck, I don't even know it. Which one?
I think it begins with pen and ends in Deo.
No, not that one, you idiot. I'm talking about all right. You just can't call me a beaner, okay? You fucking call me a beaner and kick your ass. You know what? Yeah.
I wouldn't do that anyway.
Yeah. Luis and I, we got frijolero cards, but you can't have the frijolero card. You got the
shit.
You got the honorary Latino card, but Luis and I, we got frijolero cards.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So
tear up.
Huh?
It's just like a little tear up.
Yeah, it's just a little tear up, Yeah, but other than that, thank you guys for listening. It's been a wonderful time with the boys. We were talking about that, and make sure you guys watch that movie. It's just a beautiful movie. Luis, will we be seeing you on the live show tomorrow?
Probably. Yeah, probably. If I get out of work early. Sure.
Yeah. I think people voted for me to do the house tour this time, so fuck, man.
I mean, apartment or single bedroom apartment tour.
It's okay. I'll probably go outside the building and start asking people, "Hey, what's your favorite movie? Hey, what's your favorite movie?"
Dude, you better.
I do a show. Hey guys, I do a show on the radio. What's your favorite movie?
You already said it, so you're doing that public thing now.
No, man.
Gotcha.
Brad, you'll be on the live show, correct?
Yeah, I don't think there's anything. I'll let you know if I can't make it, but right now I don't have anything, so yeah.
All right, awesome. So, from our family here at the Nerd Corps to you, we hope you guys had a wonderful Halloween, wonderful Dia de los Muertos. Adiós, mi gente. Los quiero mucho. Viva Latinoamérica. Viva México. Ahí nos vemos.
Bad Bunny, bye.